Hey guys, welcome to Gaming Fancy. This is Soramstr, and I'm here with Camelot 0001.
Hey guys.
And I'm here to give you my top 5 games you should know about. Now, some of you might know about this, and you're going to give me that thumbs down, because I already heard about it. But a lot of people don't know about it, and that's why I'm making this list. Alright, starting off with number 5, it's Stealth Inc., A Clone in the Dark. It started off as a game called Stealth Bastard Deluxe. I forget what the subtitle for it was, but it was a British game, and it came out for the Windows, Mac, and Linux, and it just recently came out for the consoles this year. And it's a mix of like Metal Gear Solid, trying to stay hidden, with Super Meat Boy's platforming.
Right, I've seen some cutscenes of it, and it's stealthy, but yet it's like a platformer too.
Yeah, and another thing, it reminds me a lot of Portal just for the fact that you're in testing facilities.
Yeah. And it's really kind of bitchy when you lose.
Yeah.
Just rubs it in.
And it really needs more attention for it because it's only $10.
Oh,
that's not even.
Well, see, I'm attentive right now.
Yeah, like,
think of how many other people.
So there you go. That's a good one. And I'm gonna throw this in. It's an honorable mention. It's a game called Outlast. It's a survival horror game, and it's probably the truest to its genre out of any survival horror I've seen.
Right. I mean, I looked at the trailer.
If you've seen like Quarantine, it's like you're playing Quarantine. You remember that movie with Jennifer Carpenter?
Right.
Bringing the Dexter icon now, and it's probably the most realistic I've seen. And after a game like Siren Blood Curse, I really want to play something that gives me that thrill, that chill, that like makes you, because you don't have any weapons or anything in this game.
Right,
from
all
what
you
I've
have is
seen.
a photo. All you have is a camera.
Yeah, and you're going around. There's some sort of like cult theme going on, so something really interesting, and I'd like to learn more about it as more comes out. Definitely an honorable mention. Number 4, South Park: The Stick of Truth. It's not exactly an underground game, something that people never heard about, but it's something that you heard about it a while back, and since then you haven't heard anything.
You have that, and you also have the fact that the 64 game was
horrible.
So
Yeah.
now you have to convince people to like take another chance.
And I'm here to help them convince you. It's actually written by Matt and Trey.
So that's one thing.
That's one thing. The story is made by them. And another thing, the reason that it's being held back so far, they were talking in an interview on IGN. They were saying they were doing it like their show, and that the programmers will put something together how they wanted it to. They'll see it and they're like, no, maybe we should make it this way. And then like, no, the joke, the punchline didn't come in right, so you have to like give it that timing and everything. So it's constantly being putting back into the machine to make it as good as it can be.
That's great too.
That's amazing, and the fact that they're so into it, they've been in it since 2009, I think.
Right, that seems frustrating as hell though, but it seems like it's all for the benefit of
and that's really
the actual licensing.
The whole purpose of this game is to make you feel like you're playing the show, and it's definitely something that's going to be exciting, and it's a JRPG style kind of game.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's a side, like, you know, you hit attack and you go across and you attack somebody.
I thought, so that's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be amazing. And
I thought that it was like the 64 game.
No, it's gonna be like that, and it's put together by Ubisoft and Bethesda, so you know it's gonna be good quality gameplay.
Right. Yeah.
And if you have Matt and Trey writing the story and you have Ubisoft and Bethesda doing the gameplay, it's gonna be really hard for them to go wrong. So let's see what they do. All right, another honorable mention is Lovers in a Dangerous Space-Time. It's a game that it's kind of like if you've ever played.
It's like a defend your fort castle.
Yeah, you're defending your castle, but it's also in the style of like Super Stardust HD, to where you're shooting around at things in space and you get like a lot of colorful explosions and stuff. But you're also trying to rescue planets. And the really interesting thing about this is, in terms of like the cooperative gameplay, is you don't have a button that controls the guns. You don't have a button that controls the shield.
Right.
You're a little person running around a spaceship, going to the shield control device and going to the special turret devices and stuff.
Right. Exactly. It's like first of all, you have that going so that there's no direct command, and then secondly, you have to work together to do something that you usually just have to do yourself.
So it's something that's going to be extremely fun and extremely, like, you have to trust the person you're with. Number 3 for me is Renogun. Speaking of Stardust HD, it's from the same guys that made that game, is Housemarque, and it looks a lot like Stardust in the sense of like the graphics and the colors and the explosions and stuff, which is what I loved about it. But the difference is you're not going around in a globe, you're going around in sort of like a cylinder around a city or something, and it's got 2 really cool things. The boost, unlike the first one, it's not like a short little thing, it's actually like a long, drawn out, powerful boost, and another thing it's got is overdrive, which makes you basically go berserk, and you're your guns and stuff just like shooting off everywhere and it's huge explosions, and it's just a really good arcade shooter kind of game. And I can't wait, and it's gonna be free for whoever gets the PS4 on launch. So that's gonna be like the one thing I'm playing. Yeah, I'm super excited about it.
Because you were freaking in on Gamescom, so you must know.
Yeah. My last honorable mention is called Gone Home, and it's only an honorable mention because it's not really like a full fleshed out game.
Right.
But it's a game nonetheless, and it's the main thing about this is the story.
It's story driven. And so you're not gonna have like.
It's an amazing story, and it's emotional. I consider this a take your girlfriend or take your boyfriend out to play this game, kind of like a romantic game thing. It's really nice, and it's got like a beautiful love story, something that you're not going to hear me say much.
Oh, I didn't even know all that much. I just knew that you went to this house and you had family there and no one was there.
Play it, Camelot.
And
Play
that's
it.
but that's all I really need to know. And it kind of treated you like you were an adult because it didn't tell you to look anywhere. You just had to like think like a regular person would in that situation.
But it's beautiful, and you would really like the story specifically, Camelot. I think you would. And it also has, besides the main story about you're playing a girl named Katie and nobody's home, and you have a note in the front of the door that is from your sister Sam saying that she's not home, sorry she couldn't be there, but please don't come looking for her. And right there you're like, oh, what happened to her?
Yeah, what does she want me to not see?
Yeah, so as you're playing through the game, you'll hear her journal entries, like and the person who's reading them has really good voice acting. It's very emotional, and you learn a lot about your sister and where she is, or where she went off to and why. And you also, through looking around the house, find out where your parents and your uncle and stuff are, and you find some disturbing things about them. But it's a really fun game, and
it should all just lead to a surprise birthday party.
Number 2 for me, it's a game that I've been recently obsessed with, and it's extremely fun. It's called Runner 2: Future Legends of Rhythm Alien, and it's out for the PSN and Xbox Live, and it's definitely something you should pick up. It's a rhythm platforming kind of game,
right?
Brought together by Gaijin and Gaijin. And it's got like some really catchy music. It's got a lot of challenging levels, and
it's like a endless runner kind of thing. But there are stages, so it's not like just until you die. And it's based on rhythm, but you're not going to be punished in a way. It's actually for your benefit. Like, it's to help you out. You don't have to like
keep you in a sort of groove.
Right. You just need to listen to the rhythm to get the groove of how to actually jump, and knowing when to jump. So it's not like Guitar Hero or something.
Yeah, and it's something that even if you've been playing it like 50 times on the same level trying to get perfect, because you're gonna be able to beat it without getting all the coins and stuff. But what really drives you is getting all the gold and all the just all the points and stuff, getting 100%. And it's something that really, I mean, you'll get pissed, but it's so quirky and so like nice looking that even if you're angry, you're just like, well, I think, and then it gives you like a boost when you're dying and stuff. Sometimes you feel like, oh, I could have done that. I'm this close to getting past that part, and you get so used to the parts leading up to where you died that it becomes easier and easier as you go along. And it's definitely something you should get.
For anyone who's also a fan of sound and shapes, you should definitely play this game too. Sound and Shapes does the same thing with like the better you do, the more complex the beat will get, and that'll let you know when shit's about to happen. Like if there's something dangerous, like you can use the beat to track and see when you need to avoid something.
Yep. And if you have a PlayStation Plus membership, it's free, so you can't really beat that. Now our number 1, something that isn't even done in production yet. It's a game that just recently had the Kickstarter program finished for it. It's called A Hat in Time, and if you were born any time before 1995, you'll appreciate this game and its calling back to its roots in platformers. If you play like Spyro or Banjo-Kazooie or Sly Cooper even a little bit, it has that sort of a feel,
right?
To where it's an old school platformer in every sense of the word. It's unique in that it has a.
What do you want to say an old school platformer kind of is? Because that was always interesting to me when...
It's an old school 3D platformer.
Right, because and like when I think of an old school 3D platformer, I think of like platformers that kind of treat you like you're smarter than kind of most other platformers.
The difference...
like you'll like figure out that you need to hop on like something that's kind of unconventional to get to a place. Like I'll use a ledge to get somewhere, even though it kind of doesn't look right, but then again it's there. Yeah. So why not do it? And it's actually what you're supposed to do. So that's kind of what I think about, like just a little bit. It's a little bit harder because it makes you look for different solutions that aren't, lit with a spotlight like some games are now.
Yeah, and aside from like the platforming itself, like the way it looks also like really old school. It's got a lot of like Warner Brothers Looney Tunes looking characters, right. Like the thugs, and it just looks like a lot of fun. If you were one of those people that played Spyro and Banjo and all that stuff,
if you like collecting the gems,
if you like
Spyro,
collecting, And if you like, and it's also a lot like Super Mario 64. Got a lot of that feel to it. But definitely love this game. And it's only right now coming out for the Windows PC, like the PC, the Mac, and the Linux. But they're pushing to try and get it into the Wii U market. And people, please make it happen. Everybody needs to go out right now. This is the call to action.
I mean, it's already happening. Did you go on the Kickstarter page?
No. I mean, I know that they're trying to. I know that
they've succeeded.
They're gonna get on the Wii U.
I don't know if it's gonna get on the Wii U, but they've like
it's already gonna go out for the Windows.
Yeah, because they gave you like these different. Or if we get 100,000, they got like freaking
they broke
300,000.
They completely
got
destroyed
insane.
it. But I know that it's gonna happen. But I'm just trying to say I need it to go onto the Wii U. I want it to be a console game.
Right, and I mean Nintendo really can't reject anything right now.
They need to go out of their
comfortable
usual
in the bubble and get some other things onto their system, please.
And where better to start than a classic game like this? And it's not classic in the sense of like you've played it before. It's classic in the sense of like you've played games like this before.
And an added little bonus is that both the main protagonist and the antagonists are girls. Girls, yeah.
They're females. Female leads, guys.
Yeah.
Unlike Remember Me. This is definitely something that is going to give some sort of a girl power feel to it.
Yeah, they don't have their like titties out. They don't
it's
not wearing
it's very
heels.
Conservative. One of them has a mustache. It's all beautiful.
Yeah, but like little kids. Isn't that so cute and progressive?
So please, guys, look into this game. See what you can do. If you have a Wii U, send them a message to Nintendo. Be like, guys, we need this game. You know, get it out. I mean, it's probably going to come out like next year for the PC and stuff. Hopefully the year after that. You know, ahead in time, 2015 all the way. Let's get this on the Wii U, guys. All right. That's it. Thanks for watching. Let us know in the comments below what you think, how wrong we were about certain games, how right we were because we're so awesome about other games, and what you think should be, like, put out your games. Put out the games that you think should be out there.
Nobody really plays this that much, and
yeah, let us know. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Comment, subscribe, like.
And stay fancy.
Stay fancy, guys.